What's up, everyone? So I finally got my copy of Resident Evil 2 for PS4. This was supposed to arrive to me on release day, but my order ended up getting delayed, so I ended up getting it today instead. And this was a special offer from Best Buy, where you get a free Steelbook with the purchase of the game. I had no clue of this until they sent me an email about it saying, hey, we forgot to include a Steelbook with your order, so here you go. So I was like, alright, sweet. Alright, so I'm going to unbox those later on, but first I'm going to show off my other Resident Evil games I have in my collection here. And before I forget, I should also mention I have 1, 2, 3 HD version of 4, HD version of Code Veronica, HD version of Dark Side Chronicles and Umbrella Chronicles, all downloaded on my PS3. I have the HD version of the Resident Evil 1 Remake downloaded on the PS4. So I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 Resident Evil games downloaded on the PS3, and one of them downloaded on the PS4, if my memory serves me correctly. So I just wanted to mention that before I forget. But as far as my original authentic PlayStation 1 copy goes, the PS3 digital version is the only original copy I have, and this one, of course, for the Nintendo DS, which is called Resident Evil Deadly Silence. And this is pretty much the original game, just playable on your Nintendo DS, and it has an extra mode where you can play in first-person view. So Capcom did the whole first-person view mode for the Resident Evil games way before Resident Evil 7. I mean, they even did it for Resident Evil Gun Survivor, which was a on-rail shooter, which I also owned at some point, but I traded that back a long time ago. I wish I kept that game, but just to give you guys some information, yes, I did play Gun Survivor. Resident Evil 2, of course, one of my favorites. If you want to talk about my top favorite Resident Evil games, 2, 4, 7, the Resident Evil 1 Remake, and now Resident Evil 2 Remake, which I have not even played yet, but I'm pretty sure it will become my favorite. And this was back in the day when they came with 2 discs, Leon disc and Claire disc right there, and you can unlock different scenarios for both characters. I think you play through like Leon A, then you unlock Claire B scenario, then you play Leon B scenario and Claire A. It's very confusing. Resident Evil 3 right here. This is the one that came with the Dino Crisis demo disc. So this is how they came back in the day. You can just flip that around. There's Dino Crisis, well, the demo disc that is. And I do have Dino Crisis 1 and 2 downloaded on the PS3. So yeah, you can tell I'm somewhat of a fanatic of this stuff. Resident Evil 4. The main reason why I bought a Nintendo GameCube right here is because of Resident Evil 4. And then they came out with the Resident Evil Remake, which blew me away. I could not believe what amazing work they did on this remake. I was like, wow, I didn't even know the GameCube... Well, I didn't know games could look that good on the GameCube when I first bought that back in the day. I was like, wow, this looks amazing. And then they came out with Resident Evil 0 right here. So all 3Ds for the GameCube. As you can see, I also own Code Veronica X for the GameCube right here. And I did play the original on Dreamcast. Later on, they finally released it for the PS4. So I bought the... No, sorry. Scratch that. For the PS2. That's what I meant to say. They released this for the PS2. I bought it. Completed it. They came out with Code Veronica X on the GameCube. So I traded that in for the Code Veronica X version, which is not much different. You only get like a few extra cutscenes and maybe some new areas in the game. That's about it. It's not much different from the main game, but yeah, that's why I traded the original one back for the GameCube version, because it had some extra special stuff in there. Alright, so Resident Evil 5. I remember I could not afford this on the day it came out, so I traded in a bunch of games in order to buy this. Because I really wanted to play Resident Evil 5 that day, and oh man, I got rid of so many games. I can't even remember half the games I traded in that day, but I knew I had to get this game. And it was fun. especially going up against Wesker. Global saturation. Resident Evil 6, the not so well received Resident Evil game, but I had some amount of fun with it, especially playing it on co-op mode with a good friend of mine. It's Misfrit. I'm not sure if she still goes by that name on YouTube, but we had a bunch of fun playing co-op in this game. And yeah, it's not the favorite of many fans out there, but I don't know. I kind of like it. And I also own a Steelbook copy over here. So I own actually 2 copies of Resident Evil 6. Don't ask why, I just like how the Steelbook looks. Alright, moving on to Resident Evil 7, which surprised the hell out of me. I think when this first came out as sort of like a tech demo or something, it was just revealed as something called The Kitchen, and then later on at like one of the E3s, it was revealed that it was Resident Evil 7. I was like, whoa, okay, so they're going into this whole like new type of gameplay with first-person view mode, and it was great, man. It was a blast. They actually went back to basics. They actually went back to its horror roots and made it scary again. And it wasn't really all about all-out action like Resident Evil 5 and 6. And well, 4 is, yeah, I would say 4 is part survival horror, part actiony. But Resident Evil 7, oh, definitely one of my favorites in the Resident Evil collection. I love it. I really do. It's a blast to play. Let's see, what else do I have here? I have both Resident Evil Revelations. I have the first one right here for PS3. And of course my second copy right here, or the sequel to it on PS4. I had fun playing the second one more than the first one, actually. I actually do want to go back and play more of the second one. I would not be surprised if they came out with a third one. Alright, so where are we at? Right here, Operation Raccoon City, which is trash. It's complete trash. It's basically, how can I describe this? I don't know. It's a Call of Duty type of game, but in the Resident Evil universe. I guess the only good thing I could say about this is that you relive through certain moments of, I guess, Resident Evil 2 and 3, and you get to see fan favorite characters in like updated graphics when you're going up against them. Like Nemesis is in this and he looks friggin' awesome. But it's it's a frustrating game, but I don't know, there's some amount of fun in there, I guess, but it's not the most popular game in the Resident Evil franchise. Of course, Resident Evil Outbreak and Outbreak 2, or Outbreak File 2, excuse me, where you could actually play this online with other people, and if one of the other players gets infected, they could actually turn into a zombie and come after you, which is a interesting idea. Now, I never played these online. I played these solo, and it is quite tense because you're sort of like on a I don't want to say like a time limit, but I think you're somewhat infected. You need to like find like certain things to like keep you from becoming fully infected, or you have to beat the game in time or something like that. I forgot what I actually had to do in that game. I know I had to like go through certain areas, fight zombies, and fight cool looking tyrants. Pretty much that's the extent of my memory of those games. And of course I have a bunch of the movies, which they are rebooting, by the way. I'm very, very happy about that. But I heard they are working on a Netflix series, so I don't know if we're still going to get a movie or not. But anyways, here we are, 2019. And we have another Resident Evil game. But this one fans have been waiting for since, like, I don't know, more than 10 years? I forgot how many years it has been. It's been such a long time, but I have been waiting for this since they made the remake of the first game. And I never thought they were going to do it until they teased about it and said, hey, we're making a Resident Evil 2 remake, and then still, I didn't believe them, but they actually did it. So, looking forward to a possible Resident Evil 3 remake or Dino Crisis 1 and 2 remake. That would be awesome, Capcom. But I'm still happy about this. So let's take a look at the Steelbook first before I unbox that. So you have a cool looking like zombie face on the front. like showing off his teeth there. Resident Evil 2 logo. On back, the umbrella logo. Inside, you have a nice backdrop of the city, Raccoon City, that is. That looks pretty cool. Alright. So that's the Steelbook, which they sent to me separately, which made no sense. It would have made a lot more sense if they would have sent this with the game, and it would have been a lot better if I would have got this on release day, but my order got delayed. It could have been a lot worse. Oh, so much worse. Funny story. When I pre-ordered God of War, the most recent one for PS4, that one got stolen or lost in the mail actually, and I had to contact Amazon to send a replacement, and that took like an entire week. So while everyone was enjoying God of War on release day, I had to wait a whole week, which it was frustrating. So I'm curious, how many gigabytes of hard drive space will this require? Oh, okay, that's not too bad. 25 gigabytes. And this is one player, of course. And trying to get my camera to focus. Alright, so a rookie cop's first day on the job. A student searching for her missing brother. A city on the verge of collapse. Completely reimagined award-winning horror classic. Play individual campaigns as Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redfield. Explore a stunningly rebuilt Raccoon City infested with terrifying zombies. There you go. And real quick, I just want to get a side-by-side shot with the original PlayStation 1 version right here. Resident Evil 2. There we go. Alright. So, grab my X-Acto knife right here. And here we go. So, hope you guys are doing well this weekend and enjoying your own copies of Resident Evil 2 Remake. And I can't wait to play mines tonight. It's going to be awesome. I might even post maybe some gameplay. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. But once I decide, I'll post something, of course. Alright, so let's open this up. Something fell out. What the hell was that? Oh, that looks like one of those security tag things. No, it was one of these things right here that's supposed to hold a manual in, even though most of these games don't come with manuals these days. So I'm gonna have to pick that up. Uno momento. Alright, got it. Yeah, awesome. Arrived in a partially broken case. But you know what? At least the Steelbook wasn't broken. So, hey, that's pretty cool. Alright, so here it is. Just a game disc, nothing else. Alright. Resident Evil 2. Alright, so that completes my unboxing for Resident Evil 2 Remake on the PS4. I know this was a very long unboxing video, but I wanted to show off my other Resident Evil games in my collection and talk about my history with Resident Evil and stuff like that, because I've been a fan of this franchise for a very, very long time, and finally get to play a remake of 2. It's a dream come true. A dream come true. What is life right now? Alright, so next game I will probably unbox is Kingdom Hearts 3. The only other Kingdom Hearts games I have in my collection is like the 1.5 remix and like 2.5 remix. I think I have both games for PS3, I believe. Yeah, I think I have both of them for PS3. So that'll be coming next week. And stay awesome, guys. Hope you guys have an enjoyable weekend playing whatever it is you're playing, whether it's Resident Evil 2 or if you got an early copy of Kingdom Hearts 3 through other means. Have a blast, guys. Have a blast. Alright. Stay awesome, guys.